So a few weeks ago, a friend of mine gave this toy car to his 8-year-old son, but instead of going into a store and buy one like we do normally, he went to this website and he downloaded the file and then he printed it on this printer. So this idea that you can manufacture objects digitally using these machines is something that The Economist magazine defined as the third industrial revolution.
Since the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, humans have used machines to make life more efficient, easier, better, faster. From coal-powered steamships to nuclear power plants, the exploitation of our Earth's resources have made life more successful for humans. But at what expense has the previous industrial revolutions cost? What is suffered?
It is a beginning, a humble beginning, but like all great beginnings, we are on the cusp of a paradigm shift in the way we think. 3D printing is truly a custom approach. Customization gives us choice. Sounds futuristic, doesn't it? It is. But before we talk about the future, let's talk about now. 3D printing has seen major contributions to the growth in a number of sectors, most notably trades, healthcare, commercial, art, crime scene investigation, and manufacturing.
The entire process of making a 3D object is called workflow. It begins by giving a set of instructions to the printer and telling it how to make the digital design model into a tangible 3D object. This process is done through electronics, firmware, and software. This is referred to as the tool.
benefits seem endless, and no doubt impact every facet of life on Earth and beyond. But some of the most exciting benefits are right in front of us, or more accurately, inside of us. 3D printing is having some of its most exciting success in the field of prosthetics. The ability to customize to fit the needs of an individual is crucial to the quality, comfort, and longevity of the replacements we use inside our bodies. Imagine a restructured jaw exactly the same as it was before surgery. Imagine a skull having a piece created on the spot. We are not as far off as one might think.
The strength that 3D printing has in the future will come from its community of users. By sharing blueprints over the web and contributing towards open source hardware and software, 3D printing will encourage the masses to imagine their own designs and be able to manufacture them with ease. The cost of 3D printers themselves is quickly on the decline, but it may be some time before we see a 3D printer in every home. As we've seen, the manufacturing process requires a degree of knowledge and experience in order for objects to be printed as they were intended. The future might not be a 3D printer in every home, but rather the ability to send customized orders to local 3D printing manufacturers. 3D printers are redefining choice. We live in a society where mass production has given us an illusion of choice, where different colors and iterations of the same design are provided to consumers to have a sense of uniqueness and identity. We are currently on the brink of 3D printing, allowing people to break free of corporately marketed, mass-produced items and allowing consumers to design, develop, and produce without the need to rely on external manufacturers. The building of things is democratizing.
That has to do with open source hardware and the makers movement. Because the printer that my friend used to print a toy is actually open source. So you go to the same website, and you can download all the files that you need in order to make that printer. The construction files, the hardware, the software, all the instructions is there. And also, this is part of a large community where there are thousands of people around the world that are actually making these kind of printers, and there's a lot of innovation happening because it's all open source. You don't need anybody's permission to create something great.